Peace and love, you guys. This is Centric Healing. Back with another video. This video will be about Caleb Wilson and the whole Omega fraternity reading. I'm not gonna really channel his energy because he's still like, he's still shocked that he's passed. He's still like confused about his death too. I'm just going to go into the energy of what happened and why. In the rituals of fraternities. Father God, Caleb Wilson. Father God, Caleb Wilson. What happened? What happened? So he had, did he go out of town for college? I'm saying, I don't know the backstory. I just saw the video on YouTube. I didn't really watch it. It's like he went out of town for school is what I'm saying. But he had like a childlike mindset. It's like he still was a child, almost like still kind of kiddish. Okay. So right then, his intuition was off. His intuition was like, something isn't right with this whole fraternity situation. It was unlikely he really wanted to do it. He was looking at like the benefits, the pros, the cons of what could come. So I see healthcare. I don't know if he was going to go into the healthcare field, but I'm seeing healthcare. It's looking like was going to go into the healthcare field in school, or that was his life calling, something in healthcare. He needed to listen to his intuition about the situation. Like, he saw stuff that was very weird. He saw stuff like just very like, this isn't right. And it was like, it wasn't right. I see it looked like he has a younger sister or a woman in his family that was younger that he was very close to. Okay, he was darker skinned, but he was looking at the money he could get of joining this organization. Because I read cards intuitively because I'm naturally a clairvoyant. I get family. He had people in his family push him to do this too, like a dad or a mom, and then it's like a younger female cousin he was close to, or a sister. And I do see he was, because of money. Oh, it's so much networking you can do if you do this. It's so much blase, blase, blah. It looks like he was in a relationship. I do pick up a relationship. Water sign female is what I'm seeing. But it was short term. But the thing is also he was looking at surface level things of why to join. So I'm going to see what all the organization did and what and why. So the first thing I'm hearing is blackout. It's something where it's like darkness in the room. I do see something where when you go into these sororities or fraternities, it's like a dark room you go into. And it's like you're getting hit with a bat. So it's like they got hits with bats. I do see something with naked, like publicly shamed naked. It's like, because I keep feeling my clothes. So it's something of the ritual of being naked in front of people. Being naked in front of people and like a humiliation. And the first word I'm hearing is humiliation ritual. Humiliation ritual is what I'm hearing. His ancestors did not approve of him doing this. For one, going into the whole ancestors thing, our ancestors do not like us calling ourselves a Greek because our ancestors are not Greek. He was going through a spiritual awakening. He thought this was going to be a victory of success to come down and things like that. He thought like success was rise and risen. Epiphany is here. And like he thought he could celebrate this. And then the first thing I'm getting is, it was like a lot of graphic things. Graphic humiliation of sex. It's like, so, and I've talked about sex rituals. It's like a sex ritual also that's combined with this fraternity. This is alleged for entertainment purposes only. If you're in a sorority fraternity, please don't get angry at me. I'm just a reader. This is just the energy I'm reading on. I see here, it's like he was being super nice to them, but it wasn't working. Because it's like they have to be mean to you and brutalize you. So they attacked his physical body very badly. They did attack his physical body. I see something of mind programming with this, and I wanted to do a video about MK Ultra, and I talk about how you can be programmed in, you know, the music industry, entertainment industry, but also in certain cults and religious groups, because it sounds that they're doing, it's hypnotic things that they're doing, it's chants that they're doing to so your mind do get altered, and you have a crown chakra effect with joining sororities like this. And the thing is, it's something with sex rituals being partaken in, some type of sex ritual that they do. They could watch, they could have been watching him have sex too, like, and he didn't even know, like, watching him have sex, like, with his girlfriend or something like that. Like, they do things like that. It's like, and they have dirt on you, and I do see it's recordings of things. So it's like you can't really speak bad of the organization because they do have recordings of you. So you're the puppet. Most people that's in these sororities and fraternities are the puppet, and they're not the really demonic ones. They're the mind program, like I keep saying. It's the head honchos in the back who created this that are performing these rituals on them. And it's like Pinocchio. They're being silenced. Distance. He was going to distance himself from this. He was very focused on, okay, let me get married, let me go to college. This looked like a religious background of some sorts. This looked like he could have been like Christian or, you know, your typical Baptist. This is what I'm just really getting from this whole reading. And like, do his job, make money, despair. But it's something in a dark room. It's something in a dark room. I've never been to college, so I never joined like anything. It's always creeped me out. It's something of a dark room you go into when you're joining. And it's also ritual darkness, I do see. So sometimes you do suffer from a slight sleep paralysis. You know how like the annoying Christians, I hate to say it like that, but like the annoying Christians be like, oh, it's dark, it's witchcraft. Anything is witchcraft for one, but it's something of an entity that's being summoned on the sororities and the fraternities. And see, he was in denial, but he had some psychic awareness, but he didn't really listen to it. And it's something with that chant. I'm hearing when they do the chant, it's something to subdued your mind. But the people that are in it are just the puppets, and they don't really know what they're doing. And see, he was growing psychically. I don't know if he had Pisces in his chart or Cancer, Scorpio. But also, it's just like, I do see 10 to 5 people beat him. So he was beaten. He was beaten. Whoever these 3 ringleaders are do need to be charged. It's 3 ringleaders in this that hit him. They broke his arm and his leg is what I'm hearing. But how did he die? It looked like, and then also, I think it's something with lacing, with like chemicals, with things like that. It's something with lacing. He was fighting back too, because they don't want you to fight back. And then I'm hearing bombing sound. So it was threats that he did get. I heard a bomb sound. So it was threats that he get. So his root chakra was imbalanced because he was living in fear. A year from now, this is going to be a lawsuit. A year from now, I can see these 3 people being charged. But the whole organization needs to go down because it's darkness in it, is what I'm hearing. If you're in it, don't judge me. I'm just doing a reading. You get what I mean? I don't judge whoever do you. But this is what I'm seeing. I see a lot of people who was doing joining this fraternity, this frat, was suffering during this time. Was all suffering and pain. And it's like they could talk about it. It's a few that may do a tell-all book. Eventually, I could see a tell-all book about fraternities, but it's like going to be unknown, like who wrote it and things like that. And they could talk about the dark rituals and entities I see in the room. So it is some dark entities that you do conjure up doing things like this. His mom is very hurt. And his mom just looking at the judgment of the full thing, and it will be a lawsuit that is brought. And I do see 3 of the people being arrested and locked up, 3 from years now. But the whole organization needs to be shut down, because this is years of this I'm hearing that has went happen. And I do see someone else got hurt, but it's like they didn't pass away, but their health is improving. In the near future, they'll tell their story. And this is going to be a peaceful resolution. I do see some money being offered from this organization. Yes, and I do see just a lot of organizations from it now getting a lot of lawsuits brought up, and a lot of things, the dark rituals are going to be coming out in the lawsuits of this. So that is my reading, you guys. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace and love, you guys. And if you're interested in your own read on Candle Surface book with me, and tell me other readings you want me to do.